tutorial 2, you will learn the 3 cool parts of the cartoon hero workflow. How to create various scenes of your character using just a text prompt, how to animate those scenes you've created, and how to assemble everything into one using the CapCut video editing program. You will learn it all in the coolest way possible, by creating your first mini cartoon, Hopeless Steve. Let's watch it now. Wake up, Steve, you're late again. Your toast is burnt, your shoes aren't friends. Lights a race, but you're last in line. You try so hard to stay afloat, but your paper boat's got a hole. Hopeless Steve, oh hopeless Steve, your heart's too big for it to leave. When the chips are down, you take the dive. Somehow, Steve, you're still alive. You're going to make this cartoon in 3 main steps. First, you'll generate a bunch of different scenes of our character Steve. Second, you will animate all of those scenes. Third, you will assemble everything into one using CapCut. Let's begin with step 1. Every AI cartoon starts with a source image. This image is extremely important. It defines the style, the main character, and environment of your cartoon. Every time you start a new AI cartoon, you begin with a source image, out of which you build all the scenes. That's the reason why it's called a source image. At the end of the course, you will find a lesson explaining several ways to create source images for your own cartoons. But for Hopeless Steve and all the other cartoons in this course, the source images are already provided. So here's what you need to do. Open the course material folder you downloaded from the course platform. Open the folder called Source Images. Then select the folder Hopeless Steve and open the file named Hopeless Steve Source Image. This is the starting point of your cartoon. From this one image, you'll create all the different scenes of Steve. Let me show you how. Go to morphic.com and log in. Once you're in, click the black thumbnail here. It will open the Canva workspace. Upload the image by dragging and dropping the file like this. This is the only way to upload it. If you try using this button here, it won't work. Great! Now your source image is uploaded and ready to use. Before we begin generating images, let's quickly learn how to navigate this tool. If you want to zoom in or zoom out the Canva and you use a mouse, hold Control button and simply move the mouse wheel up or down. And if you are on a touchpad, place 2 fingers on the pad and slide them apart to zoom in or pinch them together to zoom out. Also, if you want to move around the Canva like this, you have 3 options. On a mouse, press the mouse wheel and then move the mouse around. On a touchpad, hold 2 fingers together and move them around. You can also just press the H key on your keyboard to change the mode, then move the canvas by holding the left mouse button and dragging the mouse. Great! Now press on the source image and in the text box that appeared below the picture, type this text. Generate an image as if this character is driving a pizza delivery car. Then press this blue button to generate. In about 30 seconds, AI will give you an image of Steve driving a pizza delivery car. Here you go. Do this 2 more times to get slightly different results and choose the one you like the most. Keep in mind that each time you press generate, AI creates a new image from scratch. And while all these images will be very similar, they will never be exactly the same. Okay, let's adjust the prompt a bit. Change the words pizza delivery car to ice cream truck and generate again. You'll get the same character and environment, but now Steve is driving an ice cream truck. Change prompt again, this time to garbage truck. Now Steve is a garbage man. Alright, let's try a completely different prompt. Generate an image as if this character is sitting on a park bench and feeding pigeons with French fries. Click Generate. Wait a bit. And just like that, you'll get a perfectly consistent Steve in a different body pose, a different environment, and doing a different action, like feeding pigeons, cats, or ducks. All you need is a text prompt. Crazy, right? Okay, now let's try creating an image of Steve interacting with another human character. Type. Generate an image as if this character is playing basketball against a kid in a street basketball court. Here you go. AI generated an image of Steve playing basketball against a kid. Let's adjust the prompt by changing basketball to soccer and basketball court to soccer field. This way everything stays the same, except now you're playing a different game. Also, if you change the kid to an elderly woman, then the person Steve's playing against will change as well. So as you can see, creating new scenes with the same consistent character is really simple. All we need to do is just use this prompt formula. Generate an image as if this character is doing something, where doing something is simply a description of the action, environment, other characters, and so on in simple words. Again, you can create any number of consistent character scenes using this one prompt. Generate an image as if this character is doing something. This prompt will guarantee you the best results. Once you generate an image, you can download it by pressing this button right here. In the right panel, you can also check which prompt was used to generate that specific image. As a new Morphic Studio user, you get free credits that allows you to generate up to 50 free images with Flux Kontext. If you run out of credits, you can buy any plan with a 20% discount using the discount code FRAMER20. Just go here, choose a plan, and apply the code at checkout. Okay, so in order to create a Hopeless Steve cartoon we watched at the start of this lesson, you'll need to make around 10 images of Steve in various environments doing different things. There are 3 ways to do that. You can come up with your own ideas for scenes that show the hopeless life situation of this character and write from yourself. Also, you can ask ChatGPT to do it for you, or if you want to move fast, you can simply use the prompts I've already prepared for you. Open the course materials folder, then go to prompts folder and open PDF file, Morphic Prompts, Hopeless Steve. Here you will find over 12 ready-made prompts that you can copy and paste directly into the source image in Morphic. By using these prompts, you'll get results very similar to what you see in the PDF file. Let's do it real quick. Wake up, Steve, you're late again. Your toast is burnt, your shoes are friends. Life's a race, but you're last in line. You try so hard to stay afloat. Great, now we have a bunch of static images of Steve in different life situations that show his hopelessness. At this point, you will learn that by using the AI model behind Morphic Studio, called Flux Kontext, you can create consistent scenes of our character real quick with just a text prompt. However, that's only a small part of what Flux Kontext can do. Here are some other cool things you can do with it. It can change the color of any object. It could be a car color, different cinema seats color, or anything else. You can also add elements. For example, add a pizza slice sign on top of the car. Add 10 beer bottles into the shopping cart. Or even add other characters. The same way you add objects, you can also remove them. Finally, you can customize your own version of Hopeless Steve by changing his appearance in the source image. For example, make him blonde. Or his clothing. If you do that, all the following images you create out of this custom source image will then show your version of Steve instead of the original. The same applies to the time of year or weather. If you change the source image to rain or to winter, all the following outdoor scenes will have that weather. Great! So this is all we need to know about the Flux Kontext image editing model before we move on. To get ready for the next part of this workflow, make sure you generated 10 images of your Hopeless Steve character in different environments. Don't be a perfectionist here, and don't spend too much time generating these scenes. The goal right now is to learn the workflow, not to make perfect results. If you're short on time, just use the prompts I provided. Copy and paste them into Morphic, get the images, download all of them, and move on to the next lesson where we will animate them. See you there.